Hi everyone, welcome to MarikaCreations. Today I will share with you 3 wooden decor ideas. I have some wall sconces, some lamps for the exterior of the spa. Have you seen the spa reveal, the interior of the spa? I just posted it a couple of days ago, so I will leave the link down in my description box if you're interested. So wall sconces for the exterior of the spa. I have a shelf, a wooden shelf for the interior of the spa, and I also have a thrifted cutting board and some cheap coasters that I will paint and make fit into my decor with a beautiful crescent moon design. So stay tuned for this.
For my first DIY, I'm making wall sconces, and this is my inspiration piece. Love it, so rustic, but I want to wire it so I can have an electric lamp for it. So I'm taking some wood boards, and then I thought of taking this IKEA lamp, turn it upside down, and have this metal shade on top of it to make it a little bit Japanese looking. I think that's cute. I have 3 pieces of this wood board, and I will put them like that, just marking how large I need them to be, and then one across there because I don't have a branch that is bend like that, like the inspiration piece. So I'm going to make a sort of a curved piece out of this piece of wood board. So I have marked how large I need it to be, and now I am sketching it out on this wood board. Then I will cut out the shape with my jigsaw. This video is part of the What Would You Make challenge hosted by OK at Home DIY and Connie's Woodshop and DIYs, and their guest host for this month is Krista's Crafty Life. I will leave links down in my description box to their channels so you can check them out later. And I also have a link to the playlist of this challenge in my description box, so you can get tons and tons of wood decor ideas. I'm cutting the other 2 pieces of wood board to size with my miter saw. Time to attend to these metal lampshades. I have 2 of them, got them from a friend. So I'm cleaning them off properly to prepare them for painting, because I will spray paint them. The top I will paint in a matte black spray paint, and then the inside of that shade will be in gold. Just the 1 coat needed. Now I'm taking the grinder and rounding the edges of all the pieces. This curvy one especially, because, well, it will not look like a branch. Who am I kidding? Absolutely no one. But I will nevertheless round the edges to make it more rustic and worn and torn looking. And the same with the other pieces, just rounding the edges with the grinder like you see me do here. As I said earlier, I will make 2 of these wall sconces, and I will put them on the exterior wall of our spa. So hopefully they will look a little bit Japanese. That's what I'm aiming for anyways. Rustic, Japanese inspired wall sconces. So here I'm sanding off the pieces also, and once I'm done with that, it is time to put on my go-to natural oak stain. This is oak already, but when I put this oak stain on, it just freshens up the wood and it looks so beautiful. Just love it. So just the one coat on all the pieces, and now hubby is here helping me to put everything together, just screwing on the top to the side piece with 2 screws like that, and the other one as well while we're at it. I am now marking where this branch looking bracket is going to sit, like that on the top, and also a marking on the side piece there, just to find the center. And then hubby is making pilot holes like that, and then it's time to attach that piece, and I'm holding it into place and hubby is attaching it. Time to attach the lamp, and for that we are drilling some holes to fit the cord of the lamp right on the top there. So we decided not to use those IKEA lamps, just have a cord with a big Edison light bulb. So I'm twisting it around that branch, I call it a branch, and through that hole and tighten it, and on the top there hubby will drill some pilot holes to attach a big staple so it won't move. And right there on the curve we will put another staple. It doesn't need to be super tight, just directing the cord where it needs to hang. Then it's just a matter of attaching them to the wall on the exterior of the spa and connect the cord, and it is done. And voila! Here is how they turned out. I love them. I think they are so beautiful, rustic, old, Japanese inspired looking. Tell me what you think. For my second DIY, I'm making a cute little shelf for the spa area, for the relax area. So I'm using this scrap piece of wood, not straight at all, but I like that organic shape of it already. And I have these small brackets that I will use to attach it, because it will sit on the wall. And just a little something where you can put your glass on or anything while you're sitting in the relaxed area. So I'm taking something round to get some nice rounded shapes. And these funnels did the trick for me. Once I have the shape I desire, I will cut it out with my jigsaw. Just clamp it to the table I'm working on for it not to move. The side of the wood board that will sit against the wall is not straight, so I have just made a straight line there, and now hubby is taking the miter saw and cut it straight.
If you're new to my channel, hi! I am Marika, and on this channel I do lots of DIYs, thrift flips, some dupes, renovation of my home. I even do some pottery and some painting. Please join me, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and join my YouTube family.
As you saw, we used the grinder to round the edges, and now I'm making it nice and smooth with my electric sander using different finer grid sandpaper. And then it's time for my natural oak stain again. Look at that texture on this wood piece, love it. Then I just set it aside to dry for a little bit. And then it's time to attach the brackets. Like that, with tiny screws. And then attach it to the wall in the spa. Just make sure that it's all level. Now let's see if it works. Sit in the relax area, have your tea and put your drink aside. Perfect. It's narrow with rounded edges, so you won't bump into it when you're standing up from the chair. For my third and final DIY, I got inspired by this piece here online. They wanted $90 for it, but I can do it much cheaper. I have this cutting board, found it on a flea market for €1, about the same in US dollars. And then I picked these bamboo coasters up from our local cheap store, Action, here in France, and I paid €1.99 for them. So I'm just taking the finest grid sandpaper that we had on hand and just sand them off, so they are super nice and smooth. And here I'm putting on one coat of my natural oak stain to make them super pretty. Back and front on all the pieces, and just wipe off the excess with the paper tissue and set them aside to dry for a bit. Time to make the crescent moons. So I'm taking just something round to make the shape of a crescent moon, like you see me do here, just with the pencil. Then I will take my masking tape and follow the lines of the crescent moon to mask it off, so I won't get any paint where I don't want any paint on the bare wood. And once I am done, I will go in with my satin finished varnish on the edges to prevent bleed through. And I do the same on the coasters, creating small crescent moons. And then it's time for painting, and I'm using acrylic paint for this. I go in with a grey color first just mixing white and black and a little darker grey, dabbing it on with my paintbrush and then blend it with just a sponge. And I do that with whites and blacks and greys, just playing around. You can see in the corner the inspiration piece there. At first I wanted it to look identical, but then I'm all for making things my own. So this is my inspiration piece, and now I'm making something beautiful on my own, creating that stone effect. Here I'm using the end of a feather to create the veins in the stone, using both white and black acrylic for the veins. And then once they are dry, I go in and dry brush over them to dull them down a little bit to create some depths. And then I go in again and again and just playing around until I am happy with the result. And here I decided to go in with a gold acrylic paint as well, dabbing around a little bit to get some visual interest, some more dimension to the pieces. And here I'm taking a very thin paintbrush as well to accentuate some of the veins with some shadowing and some highlights. If you like this video and videos just like this, consider subscribing and hit that like button as well. It will help my channel to grow and I can spend more time creating inspirational content for you. My aim is to upload one video per week. Once I am happy with the result, I have to stop sometime and not go on and on forever. Then it's time to take off the masking tape and see how it all turned out. And it looks beautiful. Look at that. That's the most exciting part of it, because now you really see how it looks. I am happy with the result. The final big cutting board, oh, looks so good. Look at that. And the last thing I do is to put on 2 coats of my satin finished varnish to protect my colors. And voila, here they are, my cutting board and my 4 coasters. I just put a leather string to be able to hang that cutting board up if I want to. Look at that crescent moon. Just love how they turned out, all of them. So tell me, what do you think of my creations today? Did you have a favorite? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't noticed already, I have turned my crescent moons the other direction. No reason really, just a personal preference. And now it's time for a comparison. The piece online, $90, and mine just $4. And that includes the 4 coasters. If you are inspired and you want more wooden decor ideas, head on over to my description box and hit the link to the playlist of this challenge. just click and enjoy. Thank you so very much for watching. See you soon again in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.